I titled the video, West Ham need to play hardball over Jesse Lingard. Then I realised I don't actually know what hardball means. Oh, I know what it means. I know what it is. So it sort of means we've got to get tough, right? But I don't know what the game of hardball is. I don't know. I know what softball is. It's a sucker better version of rounders. But what's hardball? It's a bit like saying to Man United, you know, we're going to play hardball with you. What's that, bit of cricket? Bit of 2020? Something like that? I don't know. But we need to get tough on this because Manchester United, I think, are so confident that we're desperate to make this deal for Lingard happen that they're throwing all sorts of ridiculous money at us. And I think it's sort of time that we call their bluff. Not only call their bluff, but mean it. And that's what I mean by hardball, by the way. The rumour is that they're holding out for 30 million. They haven't given him, he's not on the roster, I hate that word, he's not on the roster for shirt numbers, and there's all sorts of people are putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 5, and all sorts of reasons why he's not staying at Man United, and all sorts of reasons why he is staying at Man United. It's rumoured that Atletico Madrid are interested, and it's also rumoured that AC Milan are interested. The Atletico Madrid one is interesting because if you'd have said before they bought him, if you'd have said, oh, Atletico Madrid are interested in Kieran Trippier, you'd have thought, no, of course they're not, no way. Now you hear the interest in Lingard, I think, okay, well, that's a bit believable. I can sort of believe that. I hope it's not true, certainly, but I do think we need to start looking at other options. If for no other reason than to call Manchester United's bluff. But it is really important you mean it, because I wonder how our insistence on Jesse Lingard being our #1 target is hindering us. David Moyes has been at pains and has been going to great lengths to stop the leak culture coming out of the club. I'll give you an example. All week it's been about Areola, and today we go and put a bid in for Sam Johnston, rejected 6 million. We'll discuss it in a minute. But that is that's smoke and mirrors. That's good smoke and mirrors. That's magician's misdirection. Have a look over here. Actually, the deal's happening over there. That's really good. But there's one thing that he has been almost gushing in his praise of, and that's Jesse Lingard. It's an open secret that he's our #1 target, and Manchester United know it. This is a hindrance. I also feel that, let's say, for instance, I don't know this for a fact, but let's say Jesse Lingard wanted assurances for first-team football at Manchester United. He didn't get them. Let's just assume that for a second. And the moment he's not getting first-team assurances at Manchester United, he's basically saying, well, I'm going to go back to West Ham then. So they know that we're desperate to have him. They know that Jesse is desperate to come this way. That is not a good bargaining position. Go back to the Porsches again. In fact, let's not do Porsches today. Let's do Mercedes, right? We'll do Mercedes. A bit more realistic, because Mercedes got more competitors. So let's say I've seen a Mercedes in the game. Still got a Honda Jazz. I'm just saying, this is all make-believe. Somebody did on the comments yesterday ask me if I was serious. I think they thought yesterday's video was a serious video. I was a Chelsea fan. It wasn't an overly serious video, realistically. You're in the wrong place for that type of stuff, is all I'm saying. I think he thought he was tuning in to Hammers Chat Forum channel for serious breaking Chelsea and West Ham news. He must have thought, what on earth is this geezer going on about? This is an Auto Trader video, surely. It's Wheeler Dealers. Anyway, let's get back to it. So let's say I want to go and buy myself a Mercedes. But I go to the garage and say, oh, you know, this is the one for me. I'm not interested in going anywhere else. I just want to buy this particular Mercedes. I know, so little about cars, I can't even think of. SLK, is that one? I think that's a Mercedes, an SLK. I want this particular SLK. Nothing else will do. I just want this one, and I want to buy it from you. And I'm desperate. Out of all the cars I want in the world, it's this one from you. Can I have a discount, please? No. No. In fact, mate, if you don't hurry up and buy this car of your dreams from the buyer of your dreams, I'm going to sell it to somebody else. Oh, okay. And I get panicked and I pay whatever. No. I want to go in nice and cool, all right? I know nothing about buying cars. But I would assume, were I to go and see that car dealership's competitor and see a very similar car, maybe a BMW or something like that, and I'm going in there and saying, look, I'm not sure. I'm having a look at that BMW round there. I'm going to test drive that, and I'd like to test drive this. Test drive the car, go back. He says, what do you think? And I say, oh, I don't know. I'm going to go and look at that other one again first. He might be saying, well, look, maybe I can do you a deal. A couple of £100 off, £400, whatever. I don't know. There's a deal to be done. £100 for Mercedes. Probably not very much money at all. You get what I'm saying here. I think we need to seriously bid for somebody. And I don't know if the interest in Pereira was true. I certainly think he's a hell of a player. And I don't feel it's hindering us. How long are we going to... It's not just hindering us in terms of trying to get the deal over the line. It's hindering us in terms of trying to do our preparation. Clearly, the pursuit of a goalkeeper is gathering pace. But we do not want to be left in a situation where the season kicks off and we still haven't got our number one target over the line. And you know what? What if we don't get him? We might just not get him. Well, then we are sort of left with our trousers down, whistling in the wind with our trousers down. No, I've never done that. I might go try it in a minute. It's not very windy today, very hot. I'll put the old factor 50 on. But we might, you understand, we might get caught with our trousers down on that and end up starting the season without an attacking midfielder, which, look at the squad, Benrahma, Fornicator, and of course Lanzini. Maybe we don't need one, but Moyes clearly thinks we do. So Moyes starts the season without a position that he thinks is pivotal and is crucial to him. Come on, you know, I just think it's time. Man United are too cocksure, far too cocksure. 30 million, no chance, you ain't getting it. Do you know what? If Atletico Madrid are going to pay for it and bid that for him, fine. Where is it then? Where is the bid? Because, without being funny, if Lingard wants to go to Atletico Madrid wants him, there's nothing we can do about it anyway. That's blown out the water. So let's just assume for a second, that's agent talk, let's just assume for a second that Jesse Lingard, bearing in mind he was actually desperate to not only play first team football, but stay in this country. His family difficulties are well known, well publicised, not speaking out of school here. He spoke about them himself. It's really important that he stayed around, I think, for not only his own child, but I think to look after his sister and to look after his mum, if I remember correctly. So let's just assume that that is still the case, that he still wants to stay in England, look after his family. I just think we really should be calling Manchester United's bluff. And actually saying to them, well, look, here's our bid. This is what we're putting in for him. We'd really like Jesse, in all honesty, but we can't wait any longer for you. By the way, we've also just put a bid in for Pereira at West Brom. That's what I'd do anyway. Just my opinion. Talking about West Brom, we've bid 6 million for Sam Johnston, apparently. I mean, it was all over the ticker tape. I don't know why I did the noise. It was all going under the guy. Jim White, he's no longer at Sky Sports, did you know? Had a big retirement thing for him. He's still annoying me every day, talking in my ear. I quite like, I don't really like Jim White for us, but I do like Simon Jordan. Are you allowed to say that? I do like Simon Jordan. He's, I like him. He's strong opinions. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sky Sports, ticker tape along the bottom. We bid 6 million for Sam Johnston. Well, that's really come left of field. And as I say, the smoke and mirrors. Imagine if we were after Areola and Sam Johnston. 2 goalkeepers literally for the price of one, because one of them's free. £6 million bid has failed. The BBC are running with it as well. Apparently they want 10 million. 28-year-old, same as Areola. I didn't think he was great against us, but he is a good goalkeeper. When we played West Brom, I thought he was bloody awful, by the way. Towards the end of the season, one of the last 2 or 3 games we played West Brom, I thought he was awful. But he is a good goalkeeper. I'm willing to let him off for that. There's a lot more transfer rumours, a lot more transfer stuff going on. There seems to be just a very quick daily Declan, because I want to talk about something else tomorrow on Monday to do with ticketing, and it sounds boring, but it's a lot more interesting than it sounds. To do with ticketing, we'll discuss the kits as well. There's a new kit, West Ham kit, it's claret and blue. I might just leave it at that. No, I won't. Because my mate Cannon Townlend's done a nice drawing of me in the new kit. I'm not standing naked with my trousers down, whistling in the wind in that one. Unfortunately, no one wants to see that kind of animation, I can assure you. But there's, so the Declan one, apparently people are getting more confident that he's going to sign a new deal. That's interesting. We'll look at that more in depth over the next couple of days. There's 4 or 5 other transfer targets. The massive striker as well. The one that's bigger than this shed. Magnificent. Actually, it ain't that difficult, because whenever any of my toolmates come round, they're always banging their head. It's a bloody... It's like a hobbit's hole, this is. There you go. I built it for me. There you go. For me, sitting down. Anyway, end of.